Hello and welcome yet again to Neverwinter Nights 2, the official campaign. Last episode we brought peace, freedom, justice and security to the people of Highcliff, which is this little town over here. And now we can take a boat over to Neverwinter, hopefully without any troubles. Who do we need to talk to for that though? Maybe Geralt? Or Zahan? No, the elder man. Ah. Oh, there you are. We took up a collection here in the village and have a surprise for you. There's enough there to pay for your passage to Neverwinter. It's not a lot, but you've done so much that we had to find some way to show our appreciation. I'd also like you to have this armor. It's been in our village for generations and hasn't seen much action. I thought you might be able to put it to better use. I will, thank you.
I'm not a pack mule. Remove this bird.
Humble rewards from a grateful village. Thank you again. Now, I believe you have a ship to board. Safe travels to you. Yes, we have. It is time to continue on to Neverwinter. My stomach's already started churning. How long is this trip? Oh, do be quiet, Kelgar. Enjoy the waves while you can. I'll say, and it'll be nice to travel without being hunted for once. Ah, and finally, we're making it to the city. Oh, cutscene? Some give a Yankee, I think.
The shard you have found, show it to me.
Yes, Sierra? Sierra? Is that what you sought?
No, it is much more. Forget the betrayer, forget our vengeance. These shards, they must all be found. Whatever forces you need, we shall grant you, but these shards must be ours.
Of course, Sierra. It shall be done.
That was a bit loud. That was a bit loud. Alright, but we have finally made it to the actual city of Neverwinter. Only took us, like, what, 19 episodes?
Dalrin. Lord Dalrin now, I hear.
Who's there?
Come now. You remember? Has it really been so long?
You... But you died at the battle at West Harbor.
Delayed, perhaps. My imprisonment was most distressing. But dead? Now how could I die with so much left unfinished?
Oh.
And there is so much more left to do.
Oh. That's not good. Let's see what this armor is we got. After the cutscene,
So
of course.
this is Neverwinter? Suppose it's passable for a city built by humans. Can't say I care for it though. You want a proper city, you build down, not up.
This place feels unnatural. The wood and stone, it's as if they've been silenced.
I wish you'd both be silent. The entire trip was just one long whine from the two of you.
Oh, me stomach feels funny. This boat rocks like a baby's cradle.
This water is so unnatural and deep, not like the swamp of dead people I grew up in. Not that I've got great memories of this place, but it's home. So, where are we going first?
My uncle's inn should be close by. Let's head there first.
Not sure I can stomach any food yet. a stiff drink and a good tavern brawl on the other hand. I say lead the way. Besides, I'd welcome a stable bed after being trapped on that filthy excuse for a boat.
Alright, sounds good to me. But first, we gotta look in our inventory, cause we got Armor of Loyalty. When he angered a rival enchanter, the wizard Mekari came under repeated attack from his own charmed or dominated bodyguards. This was expensive as well as dangerous, so he set about trying to counter the threat in a way that would not mean constantly killing his own men. With armor of this type, Mekari considered his men above reproach. He was proven wrong when his own lieutenant murdered him in a dispute over back wages. Armor class 3, it's a light armor, immunity to charm and dominate though, that's really good. And it's actually better than our leather armor, so I will wear it myself. What was the third one? Ah, AC bonus. Nice, okay. Let's put it on. Looking good. Let's give the leather armor to Kelgar, he is our pack mule. And aside from that, I can put it in the... Do we have a tab for stuff we sell? Let's make the third tab, the tab we sell. Alright.
I suppose so.
Ah, Neverwinter. There it is, finally. Finally. Alright. Of course, a lot of houses that can't be entered. Got some citizen here. Hello, lady. I heard something got loose in Black Lake. That's why the watch has that district closed down. Yeah, if you don't know, Neverwinter is has like several districts. Oh, there's a door we can interact with. I don't know what's inside here though. Looks kinda ominous. Yeah, Neverwinter has several districts. And I presume that we will visit all of them pretty much here. Oh, is that the tavern? I don't know, who is the guy we need to talk to? We need to talk to Marshal Cormac, yes. The Hall of Justice in Neverwinter, and Duncan Farlong. And that is Duncan. Hello.
Well now, what can I do for you? Bit of venom for the belly, perhaps? Or maybe a tankard or two to shave the edge off your day?
I'm looking for my Uncle Duncan.
Uncle Duncan? That sounds a bit familiar. If you're here to collect on some debt, I'll tell you that Duncan's a drunk fool without 2 coppers to his name.
No, I'm his nephew. I'm related.
Oh, that's so? Well, sometimes here at the docks, kin come rolling in, strange kin too, and they're asking for all sorts of things.
Dagon actually sent me.
Dagon, eh? So the time's come, has it? Trouble's chasing on your heels, and you barely know why. Suppose Dagon told you less than half of what you need to know, then sent you packing. Don't take it hard. Done it to me twice in my life. All for good reason. I can probably guess why you're here, but why don't you go ahead and tell me anyway?
Well... He was a bit vague, you know how he is. But there was a battle at West Harbor and we got attacked by some grey dwarfs. And we also recovered a silver shard, perhaps you know more about it than I. But yeah, he told me to seek you out, so... Do you know anything about it, perhaps?
Oh, did he? Nothing more than I did years ago. Plain silver near as we could tell. You and those shards were all that were left of that West Harbor battle.
Duncan, I thought you said that shard was magic, didn't you?
Trace of an enchantment on it is what that eel sand said. But nothing of importance. Probably residue from demon's fire, or maybe wizard magic.
Demon's fire? Sounds important to me.
And that, Sal, is why you are cleaning tables and I own this place. Those shards were magic, yes, a trace. But again, it was sand. And he's a fool. Anyway, barely worth mentioning. More sentimental value than anything else. That really why you came all this way? To hear about your mother?
My mother? What does she have to do with this?
Yeah, your mother, Esmeril. Since you were asking about the shards. What, Dagon's still keeping that inside? It's a wonder he doesn't crack down the middle. But you know, I have no call to say that. I think that's why he buried that first shard. And gave the other one to me.
How are the shards and my mother related?
I think you might have been better off being raised by wolves if Dagon didn't share that. There's a lot I'm sure he never told you. But listen, it's his place to tell you, not mine. He'll tell you when he's ready, I think. But it's best you hear it from him. Let's stick to the shards for now.
I brought another shard actually, and there's definitely magic there.
You brought it here? Dug it up from those ruins? Now why in the nine hells would you go digging up the past like that? Look, and listen. There's no good in picking up history's bones, especially where that warlock's concerned. I heard the tales, and Dagon told me what happened at West Harbor that night.
Can I see the other shard?
Here. I've always kept it close for some reason. Didn't want to leave it out of my sight. Seemed unremarkable. But I find that sometimes time will tell. Had Sand examine it a long time ago, but he turned up nothing.
Maybe with both of them together, he might get a better reading from it.
Well, it's worth a shot. But don't pay him any coin in advance, that's all I'll say. In fact, that viper would be best off.
Ah, it seems I've arrived just in time to deflect the usual barrage of slander from the local innkeeper.
Sand.
Yes, it is good to see you're still sober enough to recognize me, Duncan. Past the stale beer, vinegar, faint sweat, failed aspirations, unwashed tunic. I thought perhaps you had already had one tankard too many for the day, but... Why, your guest here has the smell of a harbonin about them. Faint, but there. I thought Duncan was keeping company too good for him. Now I see I was right. Duncan, you could learn a few things from your guest.
Still passing off those 2 copper fairweather charms to the locals, Sand?
You have no appreciation for my talents, and after all I've done for you. To think you could survive a fortnight without my ale purgative. Why, you would be buried in the tombs with the rest of the Neverwinter traitors. A betrayer of barkeepers everywhere. But enough about you and your adventurous exploits on the tavern floor. I heard my name mentioned, and oddly enough, almost in a tone that suggested I could help.
This here's kin.
I'm not really seeing the family resemblance.
And we need your help concerning the shard. Both of them.
Shard? That chunk of silver you showed me so long ago? I do hope you're not going to try to pawn it to me again. I am no longer interested. Besides, as I recall, you said the piece of junk had sentimental value, which upon viewing your establishment is perfectly understandable. Besides, didn't your uncle or cousin or brother or whatever make off with the other shard? I thought you only had one now.
It found its way back, so to speak. We need you to look at both of them again. Properly this time.
Oh, very well. Give them here and let me see what my keen arcane senses can determine.
Okay. Oh.
Well, it seems to have some resentment to being scryed. That is quite different than last time. Are you sure these are the same shards? The power in them... Why, it's definitely stronger than last time. Much stronger.
Oh, so now they're magical. I'm not paying you for 2 failed divinations, you charlatan.
It's not a matter of divination, you one-tankard drunk. There is something about these shards. Without knowing their history, even my considerable talents cannot unlock their mysteries.
He kinda looks like Feanor or like an Noldor in general from Lord of the Rings. Alright, how could you not sense the magic in those shards? I'm a warlock, and I can tell just by holding them.
Because he's incompetent?
Duncan, the more I speak to your kin here, it's evident where the sense in the family went. Since you seem to have been given all the brains of the family, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But I do know the shards did not have the same strength the first time I examined them. There could be something about you that causes them to resonate, but I have no idea why that would be.
So, are there any wizards or mages that do know that, perhaps?
Taking them to any other wizard in town would be useless until we learn more about their past. You need a sage, and you need them examined quickly, so...
So, who would know the shard's history then? Where are these sages you speak of?
You could try and speak to Algernon, but I don't think you'd have much luck reaching him. The Black Lake District is closed down. Algernon lives in the Black Lake District, you see, and now he's trapped there. The Watch has it locked tight. No one going in or out, no messages in or out, even for the nobles that used to live there. Quite cryptic, really.
Why?
I heard about that. Lord Dalrin was killed, wasn't he? I've heard rumors, but no official word of what happened.
Oh yeah,
As
so
have
did
I.
the cutscene.
Not only are the Watch not talking about it, but they even called in the Cloak Tower mages to investigate, which means sorcery or demons were at work.
Demons? Closest I've ever come to demons is Dagon's tales about the battles down south near West Harbor, when there was that trouble with the King of Shadows.
The King of Shadows?
Some sorcerer, I believe, had a number of demons and shadows at his beck and call. Not many tales left about that period of Neverwinter history, oddly enough.
But you say this Algernon might know more, Sand?
Well, if you're not a member of the Watch, or know a secret route into Black Lake, then you're out of luck. So it seems like you have no choice but to let me examine the shards at my leisure. I'll need to hold on to them, of course.
Wait, Watch or secret route? Not bad ideas. Either way the coin lands. Hell, there's Marshal Cormac. He's currently at the City Watch Post. I know he's in bad need of an extra sword arm down at the docks.
Yeah, I know Cormac. He's from Fort Lock.
Yes, I heard he got back to Neverwinter recently. Surprised he even made it with the troubles I've heard around Fort Lock.
Trust me, you don't know the half of it.
Cormac's a harborman too. And folks of the harbor are as close to kin as you can get out of the mare. He might be able to take you into the Watch. And from there, speaking to Algernon shouldn't be too hard.
Ah, that sounds like a good way, actually. Yeah, that sounds good.
If you want to find another route into the Black Lake District, that means dealing with other folks that try to control the docks. Moya and her gang.
Oh, there's an idea, Duncan. They probably were behind the Watch closing the Black Lake District in the first place.
Not my first choice, but if I had to speak to her, how would I?
Well, she's got thugs all over the docks. But finding one who can get you to her?
There's Caleb. He used to try to get me to pay him gold for protection before I told him about the wards I'd inscribed on the building that caged the Guardian Elementals. Long story, but quick resolution.
Caleb, maybe. But I don't trust that harbor rat to give you a fair deal. And the price will be steep, in bodies or coin. He doesn't like being the only one with blood on his hands.
Doesn't sound like someone we should put our faith in.
Obviously, you've never dealt with the Watch in Neverwinter, Kelgar. Dealing with Caleb is probably our best chance.
Still, the chances are simply talking to Caleb will make you want to kill him, so it seems a clear win to me. If you do speak to him, though, be sure to do it downwind.
Alright. I want to join the Watch. Perhaps I can even help them out here in the city a bit. Where can I find Cormac?
I'm with that. Nothing like a good excuse to knock some heads together and do some good while we're at it.
Yeah, great. I hope nobody else I know finds out, or there goes my sterling reputation.
You can find Cormac in the Watch Post, near the Dolphin Bridge that leads to the Merchant Quarter. He needs help, so it shouldn't be much of a tough sell to join up.
Caleb should be lounging around the corner east along the main road. Just follow the smell. If you want to join with him, he'll probably ask you to hurt or kill someone, so be warned.
I'll mark both on your map. Help you get your bearings.
Well, you can certainly find your way into trouble from here. Me, I will head back to my lonely merchant existence. Should you need my expertise, simply ask. But just in case, bring a great deal of gold as well.
Well, there you have it. Talk to Caleb or Cormac. Cormac is at the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge. Caleb should be lounging down the street east along the main road. The docks don't see too much of the arcane. I guarantee your talents can make an impact, for or against the watch. But while you're here, feel free to make yourself at home. Also, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Your companions are welcome to stay here as well, even if you're off on some other journey like the one that sent you here. They're all welcome to make themselves at home whenever they're not traveling with you. That way you'll know where to find them if you need their help later. Sound good?
Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome. Did anyone ever come hunting for your shard? Were you ever, like, in trouble with some grey dwarves or some Githyanki, perhaps?
No, not that I know of. I mean, I've kept it in the back for years. Barely even thought about it till now. It is odd that they seem to be after yours. Maybe there's something different about the one you have compared to mine. But then again, my shard didn't have any traces of magic until yours showed up.
Oh, can you tell me anything about sand, perhaps?
That little sharp-eared viper's got a wit to match, but he has his uses. And he's one of the only peddlers of charms and potions here in the docks, so he gets by.
Still don't understand why he couldn't afford that place in the merchant quarter. His potions are cheap, and they work.
If you need to use his alchemy workbench, or you're shopping for some minor magics, then he's a good one to see.
I'll remember that. That's all I wanted to know for now. Farewell, I'll talk to you again soon, hopefully. Alright, there we have it. We are in Neverwinter. Nishka is here, Kelgar, Elani. Anyone else? Oh, just some citizen, I guess. Can we talk to Saul? Does he have anything to say? No, just... okay. Yeah, we're not paying for anything here, of course. All free of charge, but I would say this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode. And I'll see you guys all again next time, where we start questing in Neverwinter. And have a little chat with Cormac, I would say. Until then, goodbye.